The robberies of Roblox Jailbreak are one of the most important mechanics in the game. They control the flow of cash, the choices of criminals, and the way the world of Jailbreak goes round. But how do these locations work? What are their ins and outs? And how do you rob each and every one successfully? I'm It's Pixel, and you're watching Robbery Review. The casino is the gambling hotspot of the Jailbreak Island. Run by the mysterious CEO of Jailbreak, criminals and cops alike come here to throw their savings away at safes and other games of pure chance. Located adjacent to Crater City, the casino features one entry point without inside access, the majestic revolving door. It's worth noting that a well-timed C4 can lock the door in place until said C4 despawns, which can be very useful in case of police reinforcements. After stepping through this spinning gateway of gold, you'll find yourself inside the casino's lounge, the only room meant to be accessible to visitors. Complete with a dance floor, a bar, and seemingly unlimited slot machines, it's hard not to get lost in debt before you've pulled off any heists. The next step is to crack the keypad at the end of the room. Because of the guard's forgetfulness, you can find the ever-changing code hidden in one of 6 locations in the lounge. Those locations being here, 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 or here. Once you've found the pin, try not to forget it as you head for the keypad and enter in the numbers. And just like that, you're in. Now is when you're allowed to start questioning the safety of this operation, as you'll be greeted by an empty room, save that of the elevator, and 6 deadly lasers. However, these lasers only move back and forth, so navigating past them should be a breeze. Beware of the one closest to the elevator door, as it can clip you sometimes while you're waiting. The casino has 4 total floors: the roof, security, ground, and the vaults. The elevator can get you to any of them at any point, and you can access the elevator from all floors except the roof. Once the elevator closes behind you up there, there's no turning back. The mechanics of the elevator are relatively simple. Pressing the button on any floor will summon the elevator to that floor if it is not currently traveling to another floor. If it is on the move, it will stop at the specified floor for 4 seconds, then it'll move on to the next selected destination. However, if you're inside the elevator and continue to press the button of the floor you're currently on, the elevator will not move from that floor until you stop pressing the button. Because of this, it is possible to hold the elevator for teammates and fellow robbers, a useful strategy if you don't work alone. Anyways, back to the present. Once you're inside the elevator, head to the security floor. You could try to head straight to the vaults, but you'll soon find out why that's not a good strategy. To access the vault room at all, you'll need to disable the security systems in place. Stepping out of the elevator onto the security floor, you'll find 2 spotlight lasers on either side of you. Get past those, and step into what I like to call the Hall of Computers. Make sure to avoid the lasers here, as there's some occasional beams crossing the floor, and 3 moving ones, all at very aggressive speeds. You shouldn't have to worry about the vertical ones too much, but watch your step in this area, or you might get clipped by the floor laser. The best thing to do is just to climb over the desks. One of these computers controls the security systems, and it changes every time. You need to hack them all until one comes up red, then you'll hold on that specific computer until security's been disabled. If you're looking to do this quickly, this is your optimal route. Once you find the right computer, you're in. Now the clock starts ticking. Once security goes down, you have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to get into the vaults, grab the money, and go. So get moving. You also have to worry about alerting police now. With security disabled, not only is the robbery marker now flashing, but the second you take damage from anything, the alarms are going to start blaring. Once you've gotten down into the vaults, you can go left or right, break through the glass, move through these corridors, and end up at the main hallway. Regardless of which panel you break, it'll pop out on the left side, so for maximum efficiency, enter on this side and exit on the other. The lasers leading up to the main hallway can be annoying, but should be fairly easy to get past. Now, normally, this hallway isn't a problem to deal with at all, unless the cops show up, but we'll get there. There it is, the vault. And maybe the deadliest part of the laser parkour thus far. But don't fret, it's fairly simple to get past if you know what you're doing. The lines on the floor mark where the lasers move across, so all you need to do is take it slow and time your movement correctly. You finally made it to the aim of this operation, the vault. It's time to get cracking. Using an advanced algorithm, we can decipher a list of potential combinations, resulting in— I'm just kidding, the Jailbreak Island hasn't developed good security technology yet, so it's quite literally as simple as turning the spindle the other way when this indicator light turns green. After 3 clicks, you're in. Now comes the part you've all been waiting for, money making. Get your calculators out, this is gonna get messy. Every bundle of cash and the crown in the center adds $750 to your bag. With a default bag, that's 6 bundles of money, and with a maxed out bag, that's 11 bundles. The total cash stored in the vault is $72,000. Without opening any additional vaults, there's 23 bundles of cash, or a total value of $17,250 up for grabs, which is 2 maxed out duffel bags and 1 additional bundle, or 3 full unupgraded duffel bags and 5 extra bundles. Moving on to the extra safes, which are opened using the same method as the greater vault door. The middle one is by far the most bang for your buck, with 45 bundles totaling $33,750, followed by the left vault, which has 15 bundles totaling $11,250, and finally the right vault, which has 13 bundles totaling $9,750. All combined, it's enough for 8 players with maxed out bags and 8 stacks left over, or 16 players with default bags. That's a lot of dough. Let's assume you've made it this far without dying, getting arrested, or gambling your escaped car on roulette. How do you get out? Well, all things considered, this might actually be the easiest part. Retrace your steps back to the elevator and make your grand escape either via the roof or the ground floor. Once you've made it out, rendezvous at the volcano. You all know where it is by now. And that's how to rob the casino flawlessly. Any questions?
What if the police shows up?
Yeah, we do got a plan for a little margin of error, don't we?
Good point. The good news is that regardless of how far you are into the robbery, you will always be notified of police entering the casino. Said police usually have one of 2 ways to try and arrest the criminals inside. We'll cover how to handle both, but let's talk about option 1 first. This plan typically involves the police chasing after you into the casino walls. Depending on what stage you're at in your heist, there are various ways to approach the situation. Let's go through it chronologically. There are 2 weapons you're 100% going to want to have: a shotgun and C4. Other weapons like the AK, rifle, plasma pistol, and RPG are recommended, but not a necessity. If you encounter a cop anywhere on the ground floor or in security, you'll have to deal with them the way you would any other cop, just with some more obstacles. It's stumbling upon a policeman somewhere on the vault floor that's an issue, mostly because the whole floor is chock full of camping viable spots. Cops have easy ways of hiding behind walls here, 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 and here because of the curve of the hallway. All of these situations are mostly solvable how you would personally handle close-range cop encounters. For myself, the strategy usually involves some form of hitting them with C4 and praying to the jailbreak gods for good luck. The other way police tend to approach dealing with criminals in the casino has to do with one key feature: the elevator. Cops use this to camp in 2 ways. First, they'll stay in the elevator and wait for you to call it down, where they'll strike. The solution is usually to hang back and plant C4 on the elevator doors, then detonate it when the doors open. Even if you don't use C4, calling the elevator and then moving away is typically your best bet. If there's no police in the elevator, that means they're going with the other option: camping on a specific floor. We can cancel out the security floor because there's no logical reason for police to be there, but there's also no logical reason for you to be there. That means they'll be on the ground floor or on the roof. I've found that more often than not, unless the cops just entered the casino, they'll be waiting on the roof. Escaping by retracing your steps through the lounge and back to your car is oftentimes the best idea. In fact, if you feel a cop is camping somewhere, it might be the best idea to not even move. You see, with recent updates, when the casino timer hits 0, the robbery teleports you out to the front door, but not if you're on the roof or in the lounge. Meaning if a cop is waiting for you in either of those locations, you'll be kicked out straight to where your car is parked. But I might just be thinking on the fly here. Hopefully, you'll never need to engage with any police inside the casino, but that's the advice I can offer if you do. Any more questions?
Well, my question is as follows. Could you possibly provide us with any additional, perhaps unexpected or random details that we should be aware of, which might be important, or even just interesting to know?
Sure. I can think of a few. First off, if you exit on the roof, going back to the entrance might not be the best idea, as it takes a little bit to run over, and you could run into cops leaving the casino. If possible, parachute off the side and spawn a new vehicle. If you're looking for speed, the fastest route from the casino to the volcano is as follows. If you really want to be a speedrunner, this is the route to get a maxed out bag's worth of cash as quickly as possible. As for bugs, this may have since been patched, but at some point trying to walk through these lasers would sometimes rubber band the player. If this still happens, the way to fix it is just to walk directly backwards. And with that, we've concluded this meeting. Are you all ready for the heist and aware of how to pull it off?
Yep.
Definitely.
Absolutely! Without a doubt, 100%! There's no question or uncertainty about it!
Alright then, gents. I've got only one thing left to say to you. Let's rob.